family. Happy New Year. It's the song that says, I made it out. I made it out all right. Listen, my voice is gone because we had watch night service last night, which is where we start service at 9:30 and then we carry it through and we pray into the new year. Oh my goodness. What a time we had. We had a time, but my voice is gone. As you can hear, I am not sick or anything. It's just, I gave God the praise that was due. Because listen, when I say he kept me, 2024 was a year. It was a year. But we are here. We've all made it. And we thank God for keeping us. And so here we are. We're about to do, when you see this book, you know what's coming up. We're going to do our monthly budget. I ended up printing out the updated monthly budget page. So it has more lines for fixed expenses and variable expenses. So we actually have more space to write it down. I'll show you what the old one used to look like really quickly. I know, I'm jumping right into it. Yes, I am. Here's what the old one used to look like. And pardon the I already have one in here. Okay, great. Pardon this must be for another month. Okay, so this is what the old one used to look like. This is the new one. So as you can see, in the old one, it had like minimal room. And then it had this at the bottom with important dates and payments. But if there's an important date or a payment, you would just put that, onto your monthly budget. So I just decided to remove that and then just elongate this part so that, we're able to, let me put this here. I got this from Beautiful Budgets Co. over on Etsy. So pretty. So, and also, I'm so excited to start this again. I already have coins, not from this year because today begins the no spend month for January. So yeah, happy New Year, guys. We are in 2025. I'm so excited. I've not, spent anything at all in the month of January. It's January the 1st. I mean, we just got here. So I feel like today is going to be the easiest no spend day for me because I'm home and, off work and there's no need. Although I did get a Starbucks gift card for my birthday in December. And since October, for those who don't know, I've been drinking water only. Of course, I've been eating, but I mean, as far as like drinking things is concerned, I've been only drinking water since October. And I had committed that I was not going to drink anything other than water until January the 1st. And so, hold on while I take me a sip. I got me some ginger ale. I can't go without saying this. We have Call Me Rich Girl cups in the shop. I'm just saying, and it's covered with AB stones here, glass straw, in the glass cup. Call Me Rich Girl, and then on the back, it just has the logo, Steward Well, our motto. Call Me Rich Girl. I just love it. They're in the shop. I'll link it down below. Not a big deal. If you'd like to have one, go ahead and get one. If not, it's okay. All right, so if you see me stop and take a drink, it's because I have missed the ability to sip on something other than water, okay? And so I'm glad to be back to that. Anyways, we are here. We're in the new year. Oh my goodness. We are in 2025. Y'all, we made it. We made it. Like, I understand that there was some tough things that we have maybe experienced in 2024. There was some difficult moments. But like, I just want you to just take a minute. Breathe in. Breathe out. You've made it to another year. Our God is good. Our God is good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go over the budget. Now, let me tell you what this looks like. I'm going to do a video, for our sit down Fridays. We're going to chit chat on Friday. I'm going to do a video talking about some things that I'm going to do different in 2025 that I didn't do in 2024 that I think may impact my budget in a positive way. And I'm so excited about it. So I'm looking forward to doing that video with you all. But I will say this while I am filling out the dates for this month. When did January start? Oh, duh, Deborah. It's today. It's Wednesday. So while I am filling these out, getting into one of the things that I'll be doing differently is a no spend every quarter. And so that'll, of course, be 12. Oh, Lord. That'll, at least, of course, be 4 times in a 12-month period. And so I'm starting with January. And I was talking with Everything Ed maybe a couple months back because she was trying to do a no spend November. And I wanted to do that too. But then I realized, girl, it's too many holidays. Oh, it's too many holidays be trying to do that. And so I was telling her, like, yeah, like I'm going to try to do a no spend January because that's after the holiday. Money should have already been spent. There's no anything happening. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And she said she was going to try it too. And then I remembered that Budget Treasures, Jasmine, said that she was doing a no spend. She's been giving us great tips to help us because this is my first no spend. And she's been giving us awesome tips to help us in navigating this. So go and follow her channel, Budget Treasures here. Awesome tips that she's been giving us on how we can navigate this no spend year. Let me see. Do I have that savings challenge in this book? Give me a second, y'all. Let me just check to see because I do have it in my budget book, but I just don't know if I've printed it for myself. Okay, yes. We're not going to mind this stain here because 9 times out of 10 I was eating. So we just going to let that be that. It's okay. I might come back with another one. If not, bear with me. Okay, so this is the month of January. Okay, and I'm going to also put the dates here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a second. Okay, great. So let me confirm that this month ends on a Friday. Okay, it does end on a Friday. Okay, so note to self. I don't even know. I had to come back and think to that. What is my note to self? Stay consistent. That's number 1. Stay consistent. Like if this drink challenge, hold on, let me take a sip. Wait a minute. Call me rich girl. Okay, hold on. All right, I've missed it. Y'all don't understand. And listen, so after the watch night service, we had like food and drink, like they brought subs and drinks and all that kind of stuff. And I saw a Pepsi and I was like, I want a Pepsi so bad. But I also told myself like, girl, don't jump into it too fast. Like ease your stomach back into this. I've lost some weight since doing this and I don't want to go backwards. So I'm going to not overdo it. And I haven't been as bloated as I was before. So I'm not going to overdo it, but I'm going to finish that one today. I sure will. I'm just going to stay consistent. One thing that has taught me is that I have the ability to be consistent. I have the ability to be disciplined. And so if I just commit to it and understand, because my why was I got tired of feeling groggy and bloated and having a whole lot of digestive issues. So my reason for choosing to, do the water diet was because I wanted to see positive, healthy results. And my reason for doing the no spend is because I want to see positive results in my finances. And so, yeah, so this will be where I track my no spend days. Okay, so this is a no spend challenge. It is available in the printable download that's in my shop. I'll link it down below. Oh, we are past the holiday season, so I will start incorporating links directly to items that I have. If this ever goes back in stock, I'll link to that. I'll link to this. I'll link to the book. I'll link to the challenges from other creators, content creators that you see me doing, because we're not in holiday season anymore. Moving forward during holiday season, I'm just not going to put links in there. And that's only because I feel like my job scarred me in that sense. Because once holiday season come around, they push, oh, you have to take this security training, take this security training, take this security training. And all up and through the security training, it keeps talking about all of the possibilities of links being malware. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to do that. So that's the reason why I do it, even though I don't think that anyone in the budgeting community, not even myself, would ever do that to anyone. I am just leery of that because I think my job has scarred me. And this is year after year after year. So that's why I don't do it. But holiday season is over, so I'm back to using links. Okay, that's neither here nor there. I say all of that to say, oh my gosh, I've missed y'all so much. It's been over a week since I've sat down to talk to you all. So there's just so much going on in my head. This is where I'm going to be tracking my no spend challenge. That's bottom line. That's all I come here to say. My only note to myself is, girl, stay consistent. You were able to not drink anything but water. You could do this, right? Like, just tell yourself no spending. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start doing this. Now, one thing about this is that this month is going to look different only because this is what we consider magic month, right? This is a month where I get paid 3 times within the month. And so I'm going to go ahead and I don't want to use up too much of my space. Where's my yellow pen? I don't want to use too much of my space. So I'm not going to actually, write payday down. I'm just going to highlight the boxes of my paydays. That way I don't run out of room for my writing. Okay. So because today is New Year's Day, I actually got paid on yesterday, but I didn't spend any money on yesterday because I'm like, I don't want to spend anything on that. So I'm going to say that I got paid today because this is the actual day where I'm starting to pay bills. I'm starting to kick out money, starting to, get things done. So I got paid today, and then I get paid on the 15th and then on the 29th. And so I'm just going to go through and add everything that I'm going to be paying for this month. Okay. So Netflix comes out here, and then rent, then Catapult. For those who know me, I actually sit down and try to plan out my budget almost a month or 2 months in advance. I'm not going to lie. Only because I want to see where my money falls and when I can start seeing influxes and changes. You're used to seeing Resurgent come out every single pay. Resurgent is not going to come out on today's pay. I have bills that got to be taken care of. And the top dog is that car payment, and that's due tomorrow. So I'm not even going to take that out of the bank. That's going to stay in there, but I'll explain to you how my cash stuff things will work moving on in the future. Resurgence is not going to come out of here, but it will come out on the 15th because I'm supposed to pay it this day, and this day, and then this will be the last Resurgent payment. Glory to God. It'll be the last Resurgent payment. Fingerhut will be paid off. I can finally go into my debt book, my debt-free journey workbook. I did not mean to smack in y'all ear like that. I'm sorry. And I'll be able to call that one paid off. And I'm so excited. But I decided to take the payment that's due here so that I can use that money towards something else. And I'm going to double payment here. So I'm just going to put Resurgent here. So instead of $28 coming out this pay, $59 will come out this pay. And then the last payment will come out on the 29th. Okay. So what else? Okay. So my phone bill usually comes out on the 2nd, but I'm going to push it back and I'll tell you where I'm going to pay that. Amazon will get paid today because I think that they're looking for their money already. So we're going to go ahead and pay them. And then what else? Canva comes out today. Car insurance is due on the 13th. And because that lands before my next payment, I'm going to take it out of this pay. What else am I doing? Disney Plus comes out on the 12th. And then I'm going to pull rent from here. Let me put rent here and then do catapult on both. Sorry that you all are shaking. Okay, Worship Triggers Plus, that's on the 11th. So that will be getting paid this pay. I'll be paying that this pay. Klarna. And then it will come out here as well. All right. My self-credit card, well, actually my self-savings, because my credit card, I haven't used my self-credit card again. So my self-savings, I don't know if I've explained this to you all before, but I'll just be really quickly with it. For my self-savings, self is like a card where you're kind of building your credit. So I have my goal to be $500. I am paying them $25 per month until I reach $500. Once I reach that $500, they will it will be like a payout, and I'll be able to get that $500 back. But I'm building my credit because I'm paying that $25 on time every single month, okay? And so they're saying, oh, you have good credit because you're making your on-time payments. But it's really me paying into myself. And once I hit that $500 mark, which is supposed to be done in May, then I will be able to get that $500 back. So it's kind of like, in a sense, another savings challenge. And truth be told, after I finish it this time, I'm going to do it again. Because once they get the money, it's out of sight, out of mind. And then I'm randomly one month when it's finished being paid off, going to get an extra boost of $500. I love it. So I'm going to continue to do that. Microsoft comes out on the 23rd. Okay. And let's see, my phone bill, I'm going to take my phone bill out on the 16th and pay that there. And then I'm going to put $50 towards my phone bill on the 30th. And this will be for next month. That'll be towards next month payment, okay? What else am I doing? My First Premier Bank credit card comes out on the 22nd. That's FPB2, and then it comes out on the 25th. And that's the first one. Okay. What else am I supposed to be pulling out? I know that there's more than I have to do. Okay, so after I pay my car payment, as I was explaining to you all the last time that we did our budget, I don't know even know if it was a budget the last time. I think it was just talking. I can't remember. I was about to say that was last year. Okay, so this is going to be the full car payment. Okay, so this will be the whole $620 something. Mighty God. But what I am going to do, my next pay, is start prepping for February, because I love the idea of breaking my car payments up so that I'm not pulling a lump sum of $600 out of one check. It just don't sit right with me. It just don't sit right. So this is going to be the month where it seems like I'm paying double in my car payment, which I kind of am. I'm paying for January and I'm preparing for February. Okay, so I'll be taking out from my car payment here. And this is going to be half of February's bill. And then I'm going to come back again and take out for my car payment the last time I get paid. And so when it comes time for February, I can make that entire $600 lump sum payment at one time. Makes sense, right? Like I can make it at one time, and more of my money can go towards my principal instead of interest. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so what else? Let's see. Portfolio recovery has to come out. I pushed it back. It was supposed to come out now, but like I said, bills. Okay, so we pushed it back. They allowed me to push it back to this day. Y'all. Don't let me go without paying portfolio recovery this month. Because I have pushed this back so many times that I know they're like, girl, give it a break. Like seriously. Okay, and then Xfinity. I had to pay Xfinity. Xfinity is going to come out on the 30th of this month. I want to put $100 towards BGE and $100 towards water. So let's do that for the 31st. Let's do BGE and then water. Y'all, I sat down and did the calculation, and where I would like, okay, so before we moved, I was paying $600 a month towards rent, and that I didn't pay anything else outside of that, and then it would be $900 on magic months, if you would call it that, right? So listen, I did the calculation. The amount that I'm paying now, like towards like housing, is like vastly different from what I was paying before, like almost like $700, right? And it's doable. Like I obviously sat down before we moved and did the calculation, so it's not more than what I can handle. But you really don't realize, and I'm not mad about it, simply because where we've moved to is eons better than where we were. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like sometimes you just got to sit down and really like look at things. And I sat down and really was comparing what was to what is now. And as y'all know, before I wasn't budgeting for BGE and water. And honestly, my mom keeps telling me like, girl, don't worry about it. We got it. But I want to contribute something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to not contribute something towards it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm flicking on a light switch when I come in the house. Like I'm washing my clothes too. So I want to contribute something. So I'm going to put some money towards both of those this month. And then I have Netflix, Canva. Let's look at the rest of these subscriptions, child. Okay, I told you they're not going nowhere, but I'm about through with them. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I told y'all, we haven't talked in a week. If the USPS go up on these P.O. Box subscriptions one more time, I'm through. Like, why y'all keep raising the prices? Like, just let it be what it is. Okay, so they haven't told us what that increase is, but that's neither here nor there. And then I had to pay $250 towards my registered agent. I let them know, baby, they was trying to take it out in the last week of December. I said, you got the wrong month. You have the wrong month. Try this charge again in February. You're not getting it out of me in January, baby. January is bill month. You just got to let it be. Okay, so they haven't said anything, so I guess they're going to work with me on it. We'll see. But if not, regardless of whether they work with me on it or not, you can't get it till February. So let's just go ahead and be all right with that. Okay, so I think that's all, guys. That's what my bills are looking like for the month of January. Of course, the ones that you see repeated on here this month may not look the same next month, but it's only because I'm trying to get caught up and get ahead on some things, okay? So that's what we have going on. You know what's crazy? If you look at this book right now, why is this side only got 2 things on it. This side is loaded, okay? And that's mainly because I like to pay my bills right when I get paid. Like, I don't like to leave them lingering. Like, there was a point in time where I was like, oh my gosh, I want to pay these bills, like later on so that the money can sit in my account. No, baby, I would just rather my bills be paid. Like that comes with a sense of ease, and I love everything about it. So now that we have this completed, I'm going to go ahead over to the monthly budget, and we're going to talk about some things. So let me scoot this over. I will be getting y'all all up in my business. I will be getting a 2% increase. I'm not going to use this old one here. I'm just going to use this one. So we're just going to pay attention to this one for now. I will be getting a 2% pay increase, to my knowledge, from my job. Okay. And that's not factored in now. It starts in the month of January. And I'm only saying that to say there may literally be a slight increase in how much I will be stuffing in the future. It won't be major, but it will be a change. And I wanted to at least give you a heads up of why that may be. So y'all know how we do 9 to 5. That's going to be both of my incomes. Oh, I'm getting paid 3 times this month. So let's do all 3 of them. And I know last month in December, I did the 3 payments, but the 21st came and went, and I didn't do anything on the, I meant to say the 31st. Did I say the 21st? The 31st of December came and went, and I didn't pay any December bills on the 31st. So we're going to go ahead and do it for just January. So we have 1731. I tell you all this all the time. This is after my tithe. This is after taxes. This is after, what is it called? Deductions, health deductions and all of that. So we have 1731 that's going in. Multiplying that 3 times. Let's see how much we're going to have coming in this month. That's $5,193. Okay, so I'm going to put rent down. Now, this number is about to look a little suspicious, but it's okay. Now, you know I do $1,000 a month for rent. So I already have in my bills binder, or my sinking funds binder. Oh, y'all, bear with me. I ended up making a separate bills binder for this. So let me do this now, only because I can, and I missed y'all. So let's do something a little bit different. I already have to go towards January's rent. I already have 51, 52, 53, 54, $400 already pulled out from the bank. So I'm just going to be putting $600 from this pay for January's rent. Okay, so okay, let's go ahead and put you down there. Okay, so that's $600 that I'm taking out of this paycheck. But remember, I break my pay up, like I break my rent payment up into my checks. So remember that for the remainder of the month, I still have to break it up on the 15th and on the 29th to prepare to pay for February. So that's $600 now, and then that's plus $500 when I get paid on the 15th, and $500 when I get paid on the 29th. So rent this month is going to get $1,600, $600 to cover the balance for January, and then $1,000 for February's bills. Okay. And so then I have car insurance, and that is $250. And then I have my car payment. Car payment will look different this month. We're going to talk about it. Mind you, $628. I'll do 623. I'll do 624. The extra $5 I usually put is because I want them to take the payment out automatically, and since I want them to take it out via my card instead of my actual account, it's a $5 charge. I want my $5. So I'm going to be okay with paying it and then letting them take a day to process it and take it out of my account. It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay in there. But I want my $5 this month because, like I said, bills. I can't afford to be giving you credit card transaction money. I can't do that. So let's do this. All right. So $624 will be for the month of January. However, we want to get ahead in February. So I'm actually going to multiply that again times 2, because on the 16th, I'm taking out half the payment for February. And then on the 30th, I'm taking out half the payment for February. That way we're caught up with our car payment. So this month it will be $1,248. Didn't I tell y'all bills was billing that I ain't never billed before? Oh my God. Okay, so between rent and car payment, okay, mighty God. So $1,248 for my car payment this month so that we could get caught up. And because I got to knock out this principal. I'm tired of interest. It's just too much. We want to do, Lord, sorry, I keep shaking y'all. So also catapult. And that's $90 each time. So 90 times 3, we have $270 going towards that. That honestly should get me very, very close to being paid off. Let's do our main bills. Phone bill. I'm paying it twice. So on the 16th, I'll be paying the full amount, which is $165, which after this payment, my iPad will be paid off. So my phone bill monthly will now go from $165 to $132. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough for me to have use of that money towards something else. Glory to God. So that will be paid off. And so $165. And then I'm also going to put $50 on the 30th towards my next bill. So let's do plus 50. How did I get plus 500, y'all? Plus, okay, let's try again. Plus 50. And that's $215 for my phone bill for this month. Okay. Then I have Shopify, which is, I'm going to do another video because we got to talk about GoDaddy. They tried it. But it's okay. Shopify, $41 a month. And then Portfolio Recovery. I'm just going to put portfolio. That's going to be $132. And then let's do my subscriptions now. So iCloud is $10. Worship Tracks is $32. I believe I usually budget $32 for that. And then I have Amazon, which is $7 and some change, but I literally always budget $8. Disney Plus. Let me explain something to you about Netflix, okay? That's $12 for Disney Plus. Netflix has already taken their money out. It's the top of the year, baby. Like, it has not even been 24 hours in 2025. They said I'm coming for my coin, all of it. It was about 16 something, but I always budget 17 for Netflix. What else? Do I have Canva? Canva is $13. Then I have Apple Music. I don't remember if that went up or not, but I usually budget $7. Do I usually do 7 or 8? I don't know, but we're going to put 7 because I think it's like $6 and some change. I'm actually going to put 8. I'm going to put 8 just because I would rather be over budget than under. Resurgent. That is $28 times 3. So that'll be $84 that's coming out this month. Do I have any other? Oh, I have Self. That's coming out and that's $25. Now, I'm doing $25 a month now for Self, for the savings. But once Resurgent is gone, I might kick that up to $50 so that I could just cut down the time that it's going to take me to get to $500 in savings. I don't know. We'll see, because I would kick it to Catapult, but literally after January, I think I have one more payment in Catapult and it's going to be less than $90. So I don't really need to do that. FPB1, which is my MasterCard. Y'all, give me 6 months. Give me 6 months. This highest MasterCard has got to be paid down. I'm just going to budget $50 for both of these. If I end up with extra money this month, I'll put more towards them. As of right now, I'm only giving them $50. But FPB2, that's the one with that gosh darn 32% interest rate. I'm through. I'm through. I cut up this card so that I would not use it. Can't even remember the number to it. But no matter how much money I put towards this credit card, I cannot get my balance down because of that interest rate. This, I'm through. It has to go. It has to go. Say it with me. It has to go. I can't do it anymore. So that has to go. So we're going to try to get those done. 6 months. Give me 6 months, and I plan for that to be through. All right. What else? I think that may be all, guys. Let's go back. Microsoft, and that usually gets $8. And then Klarna. Drink break. Hold on. Oh, I just love that cup. It's so pretty. I currently only have this in pink. You can request a custom color if you would like it. It just says call me rich girl. All right. So Klarna, that payment, how much is Klarna? Let me see if I wrote it down somewhere. Okay, so that's going to be $19.22 times 2, and then all of Klarna will be paid off this month, and that's $38.44. And I think, guys, that's all. No, it's not. BGE, that gets 100, and water gets 100. And Xfinity, that is 150 plus, like it's like 150 and some change. So I'm just going to do 151. I have my car payment. I have car insurance. I have my phone. Okay. All right. So just for our fixed expenses, and it was like, I mean, that's a perfect amount of room. Like, so just for fixed expenses, I need to send this to my sister because she has the old one, and I'm gonna give her, and she had to, like, when she sent me her budget one time, she had to write down other lines. So I'm gonna send her this one so it's easy to navigate. All right. So let's go through. Let's go through and count all of this up, and let us pray that is less than $5,193. Okay, let's see what we got going on. All righty. So the total for our fixed expenses for this month is $4,462.44. And that leaves us, we're going to subtract $5,193. That leaves us with a balance of $730.56. Y'all know that I don't keep the change. I let the change stay in the bank. So we have $700, after all of our bills are paid this month, we'll have $730 to do what else needs to be done. Okay. So, you know, this month, my variable expenses formerly, which is what is stuffed in my wallet. It's usually gas, groceries, spending money for myself, household money. What else? Dine out money. I have 6, so I'm missing one. Oh, and miscellaneous. That's just like for miscellaneous expenses. This is the month of January. Okay. This is supposed to be a no spend month. With that being said, I am not going to put much towards spending, but I do want to have something for just in case. I don't want to need the money at some point and not have it because I didn't budget for it. Does that make sense? So I don't plan to spend it, but I'm planning for the just in case moment. Okay. So I'm only going to do the following categories this month. That's gasoline, groceries, household, and miscellaneous. I'm not going to put anything in my binder. Oh, and I am going to say this as well. Y'all, the debts that are here, like Catapult, Resurgent, and my credit cards, I want to start using this debt part. Like, if I put it here, it's for a reason. So instead of putting it over here, even though it is a monthly charge, I'm going to start putting my debts over here. So after this month, you'll start seeing me put my debts here. As a matter of fact, when I start doing my payday budget breakdown, even though that's only 4 lines, that might not be enough. We'll see. Okay, so $730. I want to put something towards savings this month, although it may not realistically happen. And I'm just being honest. We're going to talk about this in our Friday sit down and chit chat. But the first 2 months of the year, which is January and February, are going to be for setting my affairs in order. I got to set things in order, make sure my bills are caught up and I am as ahead of them as possible. I want to get ahead of my bills as possible. So January and February too probably will also be a no spend month. I'll be honest with you, only because I want to get my affairs in order. So gasoline, this is going to change after January, actually, because I'm going back to campus, guys. I'm going back on campus. When I went to go register for my classes, the ones that I had to take, they didn't, all of the online courses were filled up. So I had to do what I have to do. And I'm going back on campus for 2 days out of the week. So I have to factor that in, even though I don't live too far. So it's not like it's going to be a big deal, but I want to keep that in mind. And so I also live further away from my job than I was before. So I need to keep that in mind. So instead of the usual 120, I'm going to bump gas up to 140 this month. So I'm going to do $70 per pay. I'm praying that I don't need it, right? I'm praying that this is me over budgeting and I actually won't need $140 for gas. Baby girl does good. Oh. I need an oil change. I'm gonna have to factor that in. Let me write this down here already so I don't forget. Okay, wait, guys. Let me put this here for my sinking fund. I'm going to budget $95 for my oil change because I need that for my baby girl. She's too old to not take care of. So let me do this. $730. $730 minus 95. So we actually have $635 to work with, and that's fine. But I have to do that. I have to factor that in. Okay, so $635 minus 140 for gas. And then groceries, I want to give at least 200 this month. So minus 200 for groceries. That's, okay, so I'll put that there. That leaves me with $295. Let's give household 80. That at least allows us to be able to get like the, I could put towards like the plates and, what is it called? Y'all know the stuff that you need in the house, like toilet paper, laundry stuff, all the things. So I'll at least put 80 towards that this month. So let's take 80 away. And then I'm going to give the bare minimum in miscellaneous. So let's just do 50. Now, how this is all going to break out over the, I can tell you right now, I don't have anything from my first paycheck left for anything but $40 in gasoline. That much I can tell you. Like the only variable expense that will be stuffed from my very first paycheck is only going to be gasoline. Because when I tell you bills, billing ain't billed before. So the way that this plays out for the rest of the month, we'll definitely get to see. But this is just what I'm budgeting based on what I have here. Okay, so that leaves $165 left. And I want to put $65. Let's put $100 towards sinking funds. And so I'm just going to put $195 here. And because I'm not sure what specific categories I want to put it into. I know I at least have 10. Do I want to put $10 in everything? I'll figure it out. So right now I'm just going to say $100 to sinking funds, and then just put the $100 here. And then once I start actually getting into breaking down my paychecks and my budget, I'll specify where it's going to go to. So that looks a mess. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that. 1 second. So $195 is going towards that. So, let me stop playing. 140 plus 200 plus $80 plus 50. That is $470 towards our variable expenses this month. Okay, which give me a balance of $260. Okay, and then I'm going to put $195 towards sinking funds, which gives me a balance of $65. And so then I'm going to put $50 towards savings challenges. And that leaves me with a balance of $15. And that $15 will be my buffer. because I want to have money roll over to the next month. I don't want there to just be $0 left in my bank account at the end of the month. And so, hey, I'll take 15. My bills will be paid. I will have added to savings challenges. I would have done my sinking funds. I'm okay with the $15 buffer for now. In the future, in which I'm praying that I'm able to get to within this year, I at least want to have $100 sitting in my account at all times. That's not the case for January, and I'm okay with that. So let's go down. We're not going to put anything in the debt tab for now. So income is $5,193. Fixed expenses, $4,462.44. Variable expenses are $470. I might need to make this box bigger, child. Okay. My sinking funds is $195. My savings challenges, hopefully you all can see this. Savings challenges gets $50. And this says debt. I'm going to cross debt out and put buffer. And then that gets $15. And if I have done all of this correctly, my remaining balance for the month should be $0 for a zero-based budget. Let's see, 5,193 minus $4,462.44. Mind you, we're not going to count the change at the end. I might have 44 cents left over, but that's okay. We're not counting it. But I at least want to put it in the, we're going to have 56 cents left over. Okay. That's going to be in our buffer. So let me just put 15.56 here because that's going to be in our buffer. Okay. So then we're going to subtract $470. Then we're subtracting $195 and then subtracting 50 and then 15.56. That leaves us with a remaining balance of $0 for a zero-based budget. Alrighty then, that is what the monthly budget is looking like. The numbers are looking real suspicious, but it's okay because it's a magic month, quote unquote, right? So we got paid an extra pay in the month of January, and so it's only right that we take care of the expenses that need to be taken care of, okay? So that is our budget. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and chilling with me for this video. Happy New Year. I pray that this year is a blessing for each and every one of us. The thought for our shop, for the shop is, let me go back. The thought for the church that our pastor spoke over us for the year of 2025 is that we're going to thrive and not just survive. And let me tell you this, for the past few years, I can't even count how many back, every word that my pastor has declared over our church, I took it in and I told the Lord I received it. And every single year, what was spoken and promised to us happened in my life. And so I'm believing that in 2025, I'm going to thrive and not just survive. My business will thrive. My finances will thrive. My health will thrive. Like, I'm thriving this year. And it just so happened that it rhymes, but we thrive in this year. Like, seriously, y'all. And, for the business side of it, 2025 is the year of nothing wasted. We're not wasting any opportunity. We're not wasting the finances that God has provided for us. We're going to steward this year well. Every opportunity, every relationship, everything that we have, our relationship with God, we are stewarding our faith well this year, right? Like, this is our year to thrive. And so I'm praying that for each and every one of you, you all have an amazing day. I will see you for Friday's chat. And until then, go get you a Call Me Rich Girl glass. Okay. Until next time, I love you. You have a great week and God bless you.